What? Oh,
Broken Cow Skull Ranch, we fish till dark. Broken Cow Skull Ranch, catch 'em by the dock. Broken Cow Skull Ranch.
all right. So, in case you haven't guessed it, we're going back to the same place where we had that massive failed fishing attempt. This time, there's two areas that I really want to target, and I'm going to put you guys in the case in my little waterproof case just for protection. So let's do this. Quite honestly, don't know how the sound is going to be like. The sound quality once you're in the case. Hopefully it's good, but we shall see. Oh, the smell of feces, human feces, and waste. Smells like a sewer. All right, catch you at the hole. All right, kids. I don't know if you can hear me in there in the case, but this is the first great sign from when I was last here. There is water running over this, so that means we got a lot of water compared to last time. Yeah, that looks like it could be good for bass and bluegill, but no, we're going that away. Last time I was here, all of this was bone dry. Today we got nice overflow. Much better sign. Look at this. This was all like exposed before. You remember last time we fished in this area here, fished over there, but our target is down that way. So, trying to make sure I put these Lamborghinis sports mode. Okay, ready to go. So this is completely different. This is like a completely landscape from where how it was last time. So right now I'm seeing already small fish activity. Okay, we got one target right there. Maybe this one right here as well. So I'm gonna try to approach as quietly as possible. And look at this. Broken glass bottles. Why is there a need for this? Come on, people. You know what? It okay. So yeah, I think this is a good possibility around here today. So let me kind of scooch out of the water a little bit. Because my target, Jesus, all sorts of Red Bull, also Monster, energy drinks. You know, and speaking of energy drinks, when I go out to do one of my videos, or maybe I just want to relax and go fishing without cameras around, one of the things I need to make sure is that I got the energy to do so. So I drink W Energy. W Energy drink, no sugar, No artificial colors and great taste. It's also very refreshing. So make sure you get yours at Dubby. Link in the description down below. And make sure you use code BCSR15. That is BCSR as in Bravo, Charlie, Sierra, Romeo 15 to get 10% off of your order. All right. So here we go. This is going to be the first area we're going to test out. I see there's some fallen trees. Huh. Must have been with the storm. But here's our first area. So from over there to over here. So yeah. And I think we're going to start off. I'm already seeing fish. Small, but I'm seeing them. Let's get this other camera going. Pick this joker up. Say hi. All right. So we're gonna start things off with the dock runner. Um, why with the dock runner? I haven't the slightest clue, but just sounds like the right thing to do. So let's see how we're gonna start things off. I think, you know what? Why don't we fire them up? Oh, let's get them fired up with a plopper. Let's start off like that. Yeah, that one looks as if it's stained. So I guess we'll do one of these guys. Let's see how a plopper does on a dock runner. Uh, okay. So here we go. Nope. It's a little bit too loose. What? What? Oh, fish on! Oh, oh, baby, fish on! Buddy, settle down. Settle down. Oh, oh, come on. Decent, decent, decent. What do we got here? Like a 1 pounder? Oh man, I'm not even gonna weigh him. We're just gonna let him go. Let him grow. Thank you, buddy. Oh wait, can't do that just yet. Whew. On top of water too. First cast or first viable cast. Capture. First cast. Let him go. Let him grow. All right, buddy. Here we go. Off you go. Oh, that was most epic. Um, you know what? I think I'm gonna throw this around a little bit more. Let's see what happens now. See, I got a feeling they're kind of stacked up right over there. I'm telling you, that thing, that 1 pounder, he felt like he was fighting it was like fighting a three with this rod, and it was like on impact too. It's like he went in there full throttle on. Gave him a sense of urgency. Give him the it's limited time off, folks. Right? And took it in a different direction. That's how light this thing is. It's so light that the wind carries it. I might end up switching up to something heavier in a minute. Yeah, I'm switching up to something heavier. Yeah, this breeze is not helping on something this light. Yeah, nah. So let's switch up again. What are we gonna do here? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe they might be feeling a little bit chatterdaitish. What do y'all think? Yep. Oh, hell no. Oh, really? Hmm. Well, this is interesting. Is it possible? Okay. Nope. And the chatterbait curse continues. I'll tell you what. If anybody got a spot and can put me on a good chatterbait game, yo, hit me up. Because I tell you right now, I've been on this chatterbait skunk going on what, 7, 8 years? Fish on line is too thin. All right. So I was about to start editing, and then I realized I said, "Man, I did not give my final thoughts on the three rods I tested out today." So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take them one by one in the order they were used, and we're gonna start this off with the Ugly Stick Dock Runner. I paired this up with a Whopper Plopper style bait, and it was on the first cast, and I kid you not, I mean, it just landed, and the bass was on it. And at first, I'll tell you honestly, at first I thought it was like a branch, a twig, or something. And then when I was reeling it in, I realized it's a fish, but it felt heavy, and it was like a 1 pounder. But it held its own, and I love the fact that it cast smooth, and the retrieve was real good on it. So yeah, that's definitely an A plus. Next up was the Sugailang portable rod reel combo. Smooth casting, smooth retrieve. The only thing that I had a mild concern about was, I don't know if it was that I didn't tighten it enough or what, but the reel had popped off, and I had to stop doing everything that I was doing to fix it. No fish were caught on this, unfortunately, but the casting was very smooth. The retrieve also very smooth. Definitely an A. Not an A plus because I didn't catch anything, so I couldn't feel the fight on it. And then comes this guy, the Placino. If we look at them, at the Placino and the Sugailing side by side, they are very similar to each other. Okay, I mean, same everything basically, pretty much. Again, casting very smooth, retrieve very smooth. Uh, I put the this line here is definitely a big mistake. I'll be taking this off because I learned a lesson with it. I wacky rigged the worm, and a about a 5 to 7 pound catfish caught the line, and yeah, we had quite the fight on our hands, and he ended up getting off of it, but it held its own. You know, I wasn't able to reel him in much because he dug in. He was dug in deep. So I mean, for the fight that it put up with, casting castability was perfect. Retrieve was perfect. A plus. So yeah, would I recommend them? Yeah, I would recommend the. I would recommend the casking. I would recommend the Sugailang, and I would recommend the Placino if you're on a real tight budget. Okay, I'm not gonna lie; these are budget rods and reels. So, but I will say that I will recommend them. Okay, I am going to recommend them because it was just smooth all the way around. Okay, it was smooth all the way around, and this Placino proved that it can hold its own. You know, little, what is that? I think it's like 5 pound, like a 5 pound line, but it held. But that line's coming off. I'm just going to stick with braided line as the main line. So, yeah, not losing another fish again. I mean, he had me bent over. I don't know if I managed to catch it because I did notice that the camera that I had my chest rig. Because okay, and this is the problem with being the only person recording. So I had two cameras out, one camera standing still, the other one on my chest. So I was focused on this right here and trying to finesse the catfish in. The chest rig had stopped filming. I didn't notice it. I kind of noticed it. I pressed record. I don't know if I caught a lot of it, what I caught of that catfish fight, but I do know that I do think that the standing camera caught some of the action. But I don't know if you'll be able to hear the background either. But yeah, it was an interesting outing, and as you can see, uh, I managed to horse in about it was like a 1 pound, 1.25 pound bass. My first fish in Virginia. So now I can cross Virginia off the list of states. And you know what? I think I have a plan. But we shall see. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, keep them lines tight. Peace out. And you guys, you performed admirably. Definitely. And you know what? You two need an upgrade to your line. Oh, you guys are still here. Well, here's the thing. You need to go get your own. Get your own Placino, get your own Sugiling rod and reel, because these right here, they're mine. And this dock runner, this ugly stick dock runner, that's mine too. You ain't getting it. So, you know, go wherever they sell ugly stick, buy them, buy it there, or even go to Amazon. I know Amazon carries them, and Amazon carries these guys too. So, you know what? Stop watching this video. Go to Amazon and buy yours today, because these right here, these are mine. Now, get going, stalkers. Thinking I'm going to give you my gear. Get out of here.
Dawn on the fence post, rod in my hand, boots in the red dirt, cool in the sand. 10 cup of coffee, a line in the cold. You and me grinning, nowhere to go. Wind through the mesquite, ripples on blue. One slow cast and the day breaks through. Broken Cow Skull Ranch, we fish till dark. Broken Cow Skull Ranch, catching by the dock. Broken Cow Skull Ranch, baby, that's home. Broken Cow Skull Ranch, where the big sky rolls. Catfish tugging, mud on the bank. Old truck rattles, stuck by the tank. You laugh so easy, I lean